Okay, I'm going to take another shot at this speedometer cable. First thing I want to do is get the cable off, and then I'll pull out the plug. You see it's all covered with oil because it leaks. They say it leaks because, somebody told me it's because I don't have the right piece inside of there. As soon as I get this out, I'll show you side by side what is in there and what isn't. But if I had to guess, this transmission probably leaks everywhere that it can leak. So next, pull this plug out. I think this is 15/16. Huh, it's not. It seems to be 1 inch. I've had this out a couple of times before. Now I was told I should drain the transmission or the gear oil out of there, and I probably will. But I want to show you this. So this is the piece I just took out. Let me see, make sure I'm on camera. Piece I just took out. There's a piece that's got to go in. Well, actually, I can show you this real quick. So that's as far as it goes. So something's in there stopping this from going, you know, 2 inches in, it looks like. Maybe even more, maybe 2.5 inches. So whatever's stopping it could be, you know, whatever's left over of this piece broken off in there. And if that's the case, I got to figure out a way to get it out. And it might involve me taking the tailpiece off and taking this transmission apart, which I'm not going to do today because there's car shows tomorrow and I don't want to get too deep into this that I can't get out. I've got the camera relocated so where you can see the bottom of the transmission. That's where this drain plug is. I already broke it loose with a adjustable wrench. I'm hoping I could just move it a little bit more with these channel locks without ruining the plug, but still a little tight. So I'll put the adjustable wrench on it. Just let that run down a little bit. That should be enough, I would think. Maybe a little more. There we go. Put the plug back in. You see the drip is stopping. The one coming down from up top here is stopping or slowing down. Hopefully that's enough. Let me get a rag, clean this off, and then we'll see about wiping out the inside of that hole and see if I can see what's going on inside of there. There's a view of the hole again. Still oil dripping out. I want to clean out the inside of that. That's a little bit of carb cleaner. You get a finger in there. I don't know why it's still dripping oil. If I drop the oil level of the transmission itself so low, definitely feel something in there. So I don't know if the camera will focus in on that, but it looks like about 1 inch in there's some kind of stop in there with a little 1/4 inch hole. So I don't know if I gotta take this thing apart to get that out, or maybe I could pull it out. but I definitely can't see the gear that it's supposed to be riding, you know, the driver gear that's on the shaft. I don't see that at all. I'd hate to hook that screwdriver and not get it out, because then I can't go anywhere until I get it out. That would be crazy. But no, I didn't look on if there's an opening on the other side that I can access. And push whatever is in there through. No. Well, you know what? There is a plug on the other side. Maybe that's what I need to do, is just push it out from the other side here. So let me show you this. Still got this running. Here, that's the other side. I think this is directly opposite this plug right here. Let's try this. Oh yeah, 7/8. Pop that open. You know, you think there's some kind of plug. What I'll do is push the screwdriver in and see if it comes out the other side. That would be funny. Not funny, haha, but peculiar. Let me get my eyes in there, see what I can see. I think I see the gear. It's hard to get my head up there. I can definitely see a gear. Interesting. You can see I got the tip of the screwdriver sticking out right here. So it goes straight through. So I'm wondering if I stick it through this from the other direction, then I could tap it and drive that piece that's blocking out, if that's how it's supposed to work. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe the gear goes in from this side. That's what it probably is. You probably take the gear out. That's what it is. The gear goes in from this side. I bet you that's it. And sticks out to the other side. I bet you this is different. That this gear goes in from this side, meshes, and sticks out the other side. So what I ended up doing is buying one of these gears from Amazon for about, I think it came to about 15, maybe a few dollars less. And it's got, I think 18 teeth is the least amount of teeth I could find on Amazon. The gear that I got, that Mike sent me, has 12 teeth, and he thinks that's the correct amount of teeth. But I figure if I can get this plastic gear in from the passenger side, then the long end sticks through, and then the speedometer cable picks that up with that plug that I have. If that spins the speedometer, then I at least know that it was working. Probably won't be the right speed, but then I can concentrate on finding the right gear. So that's where I think I'm at. And maybe tomorrow, yeah, I think that gear arrives tomorrow. So I'll probably show you me putting that in next. So now I'm under the truck. I picked up this piece from Amazon. It wasn't very expensive, but the teeth on it, I think it's an 18 tooth. It was the smallest they had. Someone told me I should use 12. 12 was what Mike sent me from Idaho. But I'm going to put this in and see. Okay, so I got the plug out. Oil's dripping. I went to go put this in, but it's too big. It won't go through the hole. So I went and grabbed the other piece just to see what happens. So yeah, that'll fit. That's 12. I wonder if, you know what? Excuse me. I wonder if I just put it in from this side, if it engages. So that seems to fit. So what I'm going to do now is try to figure out how to get this cable on the other side of the motor and the transmission, which might mean I have to get a long. So I got the cable to cross over the transmission and ran it into this passenger side. I don't know if it's going to cause any interference with the emergency brake, which is over there connected. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so, you know, runs across. But all I'm going to do now is put that plug on the other side and then take it for a test drive and see if it's engaging. We'll see what happens. So I'm just back from my test drive, back into the garage, and it hit me as I'm going around the block. I'm probably spinning the speedometer cable backwards if I mounted it on the wrong side. So it didn't work, the bottom line. And now I'm back to square one. And I'm wondering if there is a piece stuck in there that I can get that gear in from the driver's side. If I could pop it out through that, you know, maybe hit it with a drift or something, it'll pop out. I'm going to try that next. I'm going to try rolling the truck forward and seeing which way, if that thing even turns, to see that it's engaged. So there I'm rolling the truck, and I don't see that thing spinning. So maybe it's not even engaging the gear. And if it's not engaging the gear, I mean, I can only roll a couple inches, but still, it doesn't seem to be engaged, which would mean maybe the driver gear is not working, or they're just not meshing. Who knows? Let me pull that out and see what happens. So it turns out the blue gear that I tried to install was actually 21 teeth. So I reordered an 18 tooth, hoping that the diameter of the 18 is small enough to fit in the hole and big enough to engage the driver gear that's on the shaft. And we'll see if that works. Then that would fit the plug that's on the driver's side, and hopefully that'll solve my problem. And if not, you know, I'll try something else next, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching.